I knew that I was only going to be here probably 30 days. So I really wanted to, I felt like if I was going to do this, I was really going to dive into what they offered and, try to get better. And they started presenting me with some stuff that I was just like, wow, I remember when they came in and were talking about submodality shifts and this and that, or what do you guys call them now?
Sensory transformation.
Yeah, and your walks, and I was just like, what is going on here, right? But there was something about this place that I really, really liked, and I'm sure you guys can all piece to this too, or feel the same way. It's since I've been here, I've been clean. September 6th of 2006 is when I got clean, when I came in here. So I just had my third year anniversary. How are you going to get clean if that's the way you look at yourself? I didn't care if I lived or died. I didn't care about myself. And I came here and I started doing the techniques, and I didn't understand them, and I was just kind of like, these are weird, and they just don't, I don't understand what, but after I would start doing them, I'd start feeling better. My buddy was in here. He wanted to completely understand what he was doing and how these things worked before he'd even try and do them. And it really kind of hindered his program for a good month. He was here 90 days, but for the first 30 days, he wasn't doing nothing because he felt like, if I don't understand these things, I'm not going to do them. I say it the opposite way. Jump into them. It doesn't matter. Just know they work. I mean, I never thought I'd be clean, and I've got 3 years clean. You don't have to understand them. It'll come with time. And even now, I've told Janie and Linda, the way I talk, the things that I say, the way I word things, it's all, you change things slowly in small little chunks. This and that. I mean, there are words that are powerful in your subconscious mind and really can change your whole way of thinking. And it's powerful stuff what these ladies know and what they can teach you. But you got to be open to learn, and you've got to be just willing to absorb it and take it in, and not look at it as whether it's good or bad or why I don't understand it or how it's going to work. Just do what they ask you to do. You'll feel it. And as it goes along, things will start clicking. Things will start, your subconscious mind will pick up on it and start giving your conscious mind the information it needs to actually process it and understand it. And just know that really it works. And I came in here and I was doing a group like this where I was, talking with new people and telling them how great this place is and the things that can really work for you, and how I just have nothing but good things to say about this place. And some people would come in here and look at it and be like, it's not exactly what I would consider a rehab unit. And I know there were some people that came in and brought their kids in here when we were here that they were pretty prissy. They were a wealthy family, and they looked at this place and they felt like maybe this wasn't the place for them. And my heart just went out to them, because if they only knew. It's just like looking at a drug addict, looking at me. People used to look at me and judge me as a drug addict. If they only knew what I had on the inside, if they only knew how much heart I had and how much I love other people and how much I'm willing to give to anybody, if they only knew, but all they see is what's on the surface. And that's the same thing with this place. This is a real drug rehab unit, you guys. It really is. And the things that they teach here are life lessons. They're things that you can take and put into your world. But life can be so good, you guys. It really can. And my life has been hell. Growing up and everything that I've been in, life has been hell, yet life can be so good. It really can, You can get rid of everything that's in your past is in your past. If you learn a way to cut those cords and to be okay with it and to process the information and the hurtful times and the hurtful things. When I came in here and I talked to a group like this, after I left, they had talked about how, what did they like about what I said? Did they, what? And they said that he got seems to have a confidence about him now, and his confidence level is really high. And the funny thing was, is Craig said, what's a trip is when he came in here for the first 15 or 20 days he was here. He did a submodality shift every day in techniques class for confidence. And he ended up telling me this like a couple months later when I saw him. And I went back through my old books. I still have all my relapse prevention book, my workbook, and I went through because we would document everything. And sure enough, I had 15 or 20 of those on confidence. And it's just odd because when I came in here, I was a broken man. I had no confidence. I had no love for myself. I had no, I was lost. I was truly lost. And And to go through those things and to have somebody actually say that later, that, you know, he has a really high confidence level to him, it really comes back to the submodality shifts, you know. And things are really starting to move and move in a good direction for me. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to God, for one. I don't think, you know, whatever you pray to, I don't care if it's Mother Nature or whatever it is, you better have a supreme being, because you can't do this alone. You can't. And, you know, one thing I can say is that through all my hardest and roughest times, there has always been kind people there to help me along. And that's from God. You know, he knew that I was in a dark time, and he had to give me somebody, no matter how little of a thing it was, to help me through. And so I'm grateful. Find that in your life. Forgiveness, guys. If there's anything I can tell you here right now, forgiveness. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. Get rid of those grudges. Get rid of those bad feelings that you've got for other people. Get rid of them. Put them on them. You know? Get rid of them, because they'll kill you. That'll kill you quicker than anything. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. And I don't care, like I said, if you pray to the Mother Nature or whatever it is, learn to forgive in your heart. It can take you a long way. It really can. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. In fact, it's probably the most important thing. I'm sitting here and talking to you a half hour telling you a bunch of stuff, but really, forgiveness is the number one thing to get past these problems. And it's hard, but really, it's a great thing. Forgiveness is a beautiful thing. Get into it and really look at what they have to offer, and don't question why. Well, I mean, there's why and where and what and who and how and which and all that. Those are the good questions. But don't think to yourself, if I don't understand this, I can't learn it. You can learn it, and you can process these things. And your mind actually will start processing the information, and you'll start understanding it without even you knowing you're understanding it. Kind of spooky. But it's great. It's a great program. They offer a lot here for you. There's a love here that I've never felt anywhere else. That's why I come back anytime I'm in town. You can ask these guys. I just roll in. So anyway, that's all I got. I'm done.